Hey, I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. On my channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories and examples to help you to manifest everything you desire. This is part 2 of my video called My Way of Manifesting. Make manifesting easy. How to get what you desire and not feel bad while it unfolds. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I'd go to part 1 first. My videos get kind of long since I explain things in detail, and I share lots of examples to help you to fully understand. This video is on reasons or examples why your desire may not have happened yet, and what to do about it. If your desire hasn't happened yet, most likely you've been saying, I don't want, or internally feeling that, or feeling, I don't have. Like I don't want unreliable people. You didn't realize you should be saying, I want reliable people. By doing so, people who are reliable appear and become visible, and the rest fade away. If you even see something in your awareness, it comes from your story, or is a part of your story. If you say, I don't have money, you can't perceive money. It just appears, and ways to have or get more aren't seen or visible to you. When you say, I want money, you are able to perceive it. It appears. It is possible when you are first starting in your new story that old stories are still active or show up. For example, if you said, I want stuff on sale, so why isn't that item on sale? Probably because you used to say it was expensive. So ignore what shows and persist in what you do want so it becomes visible. If you persisted that I want this item to be on sale, even though it wasn't at that one store or at that one time because of the old story, since you persisted, you will be led to maybe a different store or a place or a different way to get it on sale. You can see another example of this type of thing in my video called Manifest Someone to Stop Smoking. I wanted a person to stop smoking, and even though they did it right in front of me, I persisted in my story and they stopped. Or I also wanted an ex to be single, and then that happened. See that story in my video called How I Manifested My Ex Back. Success story. It worked. Whatever appears before you in opposition, you just don't react. You remain calm, and again say what you want in your mind. Be neutral, good, non-reactive. Then say what you want to yourself. An example would be a person says, I don't want to be with you. You'd be non-reactive. You'd observe the situation, like, okay, and you'd move on without fighting back. How to be non-reactive takes practice or further understanding, but once you learn about it, you will see why this is a good skill. I'll make a video on that soon. It doesn't mean you're weak or lessen or accept the situation. It means you know yourself and your power and that your thoughts create, and that means you can change this situation if you want. You could then go home and work on your inner story and see where it may not be lining up with your desire, if your desire is to be with this person. Then, once you improve that, the person may suddenly text you like, I didn't mean it, I do want to be with you. Or they may seem like it never even happened. If you want an ex or a specific person to change in some way, say the version of them you want. I want this version of them. I want them to be affectionate. I want them to give me attention. I want them to spend time together with me. If you're single and you want a relationship, if you say, I don't know where to meet someone, then no one is visible. I want to meet a person makes it become visible. Selecting what you want makes it visible. Maybe it shifts you into a parallel reality where that is true. Maybe, but that part doesn't even matter how it works. Just that it does work. If you know a car works, you don't have to analyze the engine. You can just drive it. You can also ask your inner self questions and get answers or be led to answers. I manifested a shirt I wanted. I saw it on a person and I said in my head, I want that shirt. I wonder where she got it. So I was then led to it. See that story in details in my video called Instant Manifestation, Step-by-Step Success Story. Or this was a funny story. I asked myself in my head, I wonder, or I want to know whatever happened to my one childhood friend. Just like, where did they ever end up? Or what kind of career did they ever end up having or being in? And then days later, I was just looking for a part-time job to add to my full-time job. And I clicked on an ad for a hair salon. And it was funny. There was a picture of all the hairstylists that work there. And sure enough, there she was in the picture. Once you learn to decrease the negative thoughts and stories about all things in your life, you become more neutral and good and content and non-reactive. This makes you aligned and more able to hear your inner voice and internal direction. So how do you allow stuff to happen after you decide and say what you want? By being neutral, which means you don't feel bad you don't have it. You accept your now reality and don't be upset about it so your desire can happen. So that would go like, I don't feel bad about my reality right now. It just is. It's whatever. My thoughts create, and I can change this or any situation, because circumstances don't matter. This is what I do want. I want this. And then say what you want. Say manifesting it is easy. And know by doing so, you'll have it and it will happen. See yourself as having it. Then go and do other things or things that are fun for you. Let your desire be. Think of or do other things. If you want a relationship and you see a couple on TV and you are jealous, it is because you feel lack and like you don't have it, right? When you think of your boyfriend or girlfriend or a specific person and you think they don't want me or they don't like you, they aren't calling you, they disappeared, then you don't feel like you have it, right? Your core thought and feeling is, I don't have it. So how do you make yourself feel like you have it or will have it? You focus on saying what you want and that you want that. So imagine the same scenario. You see a couple and are jealous. Why are you jealous? You're jealous because you feel bad that you don't have it. It's a heart's desire and you feel you don't have it. Okay, so that feeling and thought is the problem and it prevents your desire. So what do you do instead? What you do instead is when you see that couple, you say, I want that. I want a person like that. I want a partner to love me like that. To do that for me. And as you say that, you'd see in your mind or feel the essence of that being true for yourself. I want that. Then signals and feels inside, I will have that. That is the focus on the having of it. If you feel you have it now, is the same feeling you'd have if you had it. So the states match, therefore it will happen. You will be internally led to it or it to you. As it happens, it'll feel natural. You're at ease. You get ideas and intuitive hunches, like go there, do that, talk to that person, and it leads you to the fulfillment of your desire. It doesn't seem possible to be internally led to it, but you do. Once it does happen for you, and you experience it firsthand, you will see what I mean, and that it is true. For example, the other day for fun, I said, manifesting's easy. I want to win the lottery. And so the day was normal, and then the next day came. And as I was driving, in my head, my thought was, there's a gas station, I want a coffee. Okay. I listened and I got one. And as I was standing in line, the lottery ticket stood out to me. And my thought was, okay, I have cash this time. I can get one. So I looked at the options and glanced over all the different ones and said, I'll take that one. Which felt like a random pick, right? But then I got home and won. It wasn't a huge amount of money to win like $1 million, but still, see? Small wins like this and stuff like this then builds your belief. You learn the process. You see more and more how stuff can unfold and happen. So then you try for bigger and more significant things. But see how all I really did was say my new story? I said manifesting money's easy. That was my core new story. And then I added to that I wanted what I wanted. I wanted to win the lottery. Together it was Manifesting is easy. I want to win the lottery. Then felt it would happen, like I'd have money or get money. It's the feeling of having money. So I didn't feel bad about money. I felt the having of the money and having of winning, and that's why it worked. Then, without even realizing it, my internal self just naturally led me to it. You just stay in a good, stable, calm, content mood overall, so you can hear your inner voice that gives you direction. It felt natural. I just wanted a coffee. Then the idea came to me to buy a ticket, so I listened. It was like going with the flow. Natural, good, no struggle. That is how the best manifestations unfold. This is how anything can unfold. So that's my personal way of manifesting. It has worked for everything I have ever wanted, so I know it works. I tried to start to count how many things I've manifested in this way, and I realized they were all manifested this way. Thanks for watching.